dazzling New York Times bestseller. We're sitting here talking to Jackie Collins, who's the author of Hollywood Husbands. This is great. Can I keep this one?
You can keep it. You can read it. You know what one critic said the other day? He said, you know, I picked up a Jackie Collins book and there's sex on every page. I said, I searched for it. I couldn't find it, and I wrote the book. But I think people think that I write more sex than I do because I'm a woman writing the book that's always been traditionally associated with, like, a Harold Robbins. And so they get a little, you know, they get hot. They go, oh, my God. And they look at the picture on the back and they say, a woman wrote this? But we can do anything. You know that. You interviewed Gloria Steinem. You know that.
Oh, yeah. That's my girl.
That was great.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes. You got on, thank you. You got on 2 separate earrings.
Yeah, and you've only got on one.
Yeah, check that out. And I got it on the left side.
I'm glad to hear that, because you know what they say when you have it in the right side.
That means... I have no idea.
We won't even go into that. No, that's a Hollywood secret. Yes.
Anyway, moving right along. Okay, we've just been canceled. Let's talk about your new book, Rockstar.
Rockstar. Well, Rockstar is fun, I think. I'm having fun writing it. It's going to be out in March next year, and it's about 3 rock stars. A guy called Chris Phoenix, who's a white rock star, a little bit younger than the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, but kind of, he reminds you of that kind of character. Then there's a black soul superstar called Bobby Mandela. I should be looking for the right actor to play him.
I bet Nelson's real happy about Bobby Mandela.
Nelson is really thrilled, I'm sure. No, he has 2 L's in his name. You'll be thrilled to know, yeah. And then there's a girl, a beautiful girl, called Raffaella, who's half white and half black. And it's what happens with these 3 people. How do they become rock stars? Because I think so many kids, and I get a lot of kids who read my books, and they write me letters, and they say, you know, how does this happen? How do you become a star in Hollywood? What do you do? And I have somebody write back and say, you do not get on the bus and come to Hollywood and hang around Hollywood Boulevard. That's the wrong thing to do. So...
Now, these 3 characters are fictional names, but they're based on real people's lives, right?
Well, you know something? I can't really write real people's lives because they are so bizarre and so off the wall. I mean, if we knew about your personal habits, we'd probably say, hey, we're not going to watch him on that show because we know too much about him.
Wait a minute now, I'm a nice guy.
I'm sure you are, but if I wrote about you with warts and all, as they say...
It would be boring. I sit at home and I watch this show at night, and I watch Nickelodeon the rest of the night until I fall asleep.
This is a swinger. I can see this as a swinger. I can see he's out with a different girl every night.
She's barking right now, actually. No.
Well, that's not nice.
Huh? No, we bark around here. It's kind of a thing we do.
Yes,
you know?
Sure. Right, yeah.
Now, let's talk about research for that book.
Yes.
How did you hang out with rock stars?
You know what I did? I went on the road with a rock group for 1 weekend. It was the most amazing experience.
What group?
Everything... I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I got to ask you, though, even if you don't tell me, I have to guess.
And, you know, they have this little thing that they do with the roadie at the side of the stage. He picks out girls. They say, you know, I want her, her, and her.
David Lee Roth, is it?
It's not David Lee Roth. And they'd get all these girls in a room after, and the girls all line up, and they're thrilled because they were the rock group, you know. They got backstage. They finally got backstage. And the lead singer kind of swaggers in, and he goes, I'll have her and her, maybe her. And he kind of whisks them off, and then the second guitarist comes in, and he goes, oh, her and her, and then and so on and so forth until they're down to the roadies. But the girls are still thrilled because they were the rock band.
Don't women feel like idiots being involved in something like that? I mean, it's like a holding tank for sex. I mean...
I think there's a title for a book there somewhere, a holding tank for sex. Yeah. I guess so. I think it's very sad myself. But I mean, you know, if you're writing a book called Rockstar, obviously you want to write about what goes on in the rock world. And that's one of the kind of nicer things that goes on. If I wanted to write the real truth, which I won't, I'll clean it up. It'll still be, you know, some critic in wherever will still say there's sex on every page.
But hasn't the groupie thing kind of fell off because of...
What fell off?
The whole groupie thing. I mean, as a result of diseases and some of the serious sexual problems going on in our society, hasn't the groupie... I mean, I would think it would be a little frightening.
I talk to people all the time. One of the things I like to talk to my single friends about is what they're doing now with all the diseases around. And it's very strange. They're burying their head in the sand. They're going, hey, you know, I can tell by looking at a girl. She's, you know, I just ask her a few questions and everything's cool. And this rock group didn't seem to care at all. They really didn't lay back at all. Or they did lay back. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Because I would think it would be changing. Well, what
do you do?
You keep trying to nail me.
I think people are interested in what you do.
No, in seriousness, I guess condoms are popular now.
You would be yes, very popular.
Again, condoms
Very
are back.
popular,
Condoms
yes.
with like a sweat sock included. And, you know, it's like, no, I mean,
maybe you need a sweat
lot
sock.
of no.
No, but, you know, people are interested in you because you're young and you're successful and you just got on this show and you're going to go places. So they want to know about you. I mean, inquiring minds want to know what you really get up to when you leave the studio. And you're going to find that more and more.
Oh, good.
Do you find that intriguing?
Yes, very, very much so. I find you intriguing, and thanks for being here.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Don't forget, Hollywood husband, rock star. Coming up next, jazz great Ramsey Lewis after this important message. And Jackie will be here.
Tomorrow on The Late Show, join Arsenio Hall when he takes on boxing great Michael Spink.